Hi there, I'm Louisa from the Making Positive Moves research project, and I'm joined by Jonathan Senker from VoiceAbility and Helen Ellis-Caird from the Making Positive Moves research team. And we're going to talk about the Making Positive Moves research findings today. So Helen, do you want to say a little bit about the model that's been developed out of the Making Positive Moves research findings?
Yes, we call the model Building My Foundations, Supporting a Happy and Healthy Life in the Community, because these are the things that our participants told us were absolutely key to them being able to live their best life. So there were four kind of key foundations. The first was feeling safe, and that was specifically about feeling safe in relationships, in close relationships with those who supported them or were very important to them in their lives. The second key foundation for our participants was around making choices and having the ability and autonomy to be able to make those choices, but also having the support to make those choices. The third was around feeling like you were part of something, feeling like they're belonging, a sense of being a part of the community, or being a part of their house, their home, and feeling kind of busy, having things to do, having a kind of clear kind of timetable for their week where they knew what they were doing and had activities kind of planned in. That was really important to people. And the fourth one was around kind of participants feeling of identity, feeling kind of happy with who they were now that they were living in the community and living their best life. And that one, what we found was that all these foundations interconnect with one another. So one being strong allowed another to be strong. Whereas if one wasn't quite so good, that could then impact the others as well. So all four were absolutely necessary to kind of build these really strong foundations.
We've invited Jonathan to be part of this conversation because we felt that it would be helpful to think about what advocates might be able to take from the model to use in their work with people with learning disabilities. So Jonathan, we're interested to hear what you felt are some of the key messages and why the model might be important for advocates.
Yeah, thank you, Louise, and thank you, Helen, for explaining that. I was really struck by the model when you first explained it to me at a conference a while back. I was struck that your research was alongside people with learning disabilities and autistic people that had lived in inpatient settings, but actually it applies really well to so many of us, to all of us possibly. And it struck me that it provides a really good way in for advocates to think about what's important in people's lives and to start exploring with people some of the things that may matter most. And I really like the way that it takes us way beyond thinking about services and service plans to think about how do people genuinely live their best life, and the importance of connection, the importance of self-esteem, the importance of choice in that, and both the role of advocates in supporting people to make choices, but also the role of advocates in making sure that people have the right environment and the right support from others to make choices. And I think one of the things I really took away from the presentation as well was that importance of feeling safe, both as a really positive enabler in people's lives, but also how vulnerable and at risk many who had that quite traumatic experiences had, and how unsafe people may be, and that was something that was really important for advocates to be alert to, that sometimes we may need to listen to people's justifiable reservation about some of the things that we know are really important about people being able to speak out and make choices and take control of their lives, and some of the jeopardy that people often feel. So overall, I thought it was a really, really powerful framework, one that gave us lots of thought, and one that could really help in conversations that advocates have and exploration that advocates have with the people that draw on our services.
That's great. Thank you so much, Helen and Jonathan. And if you do want to know more about the Making Positive Moves project and our findings, then please do drop us a line. Our email address is hello@makingpositivemoves.org.